Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football post-game show. We're going to recap last night's Thursday Night Football game. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Giants by 1 last night, 22-21 at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Daniel Jones, soon to be a legendary blooper, when he fell down on a shared touchdown run, and wasn't the New York Giants' only face plant on Thursday night. The 1-5 Giants somehow lost a game that they led 21-10 late in the fourth quarter. They're a bad team, and they were at their worst in the final 5 minutes on Thursday night. Give Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles credit for putting together two long touchdown drives, including the game-winning score on a pass from Wentz to Boston Scott. With 40 seconds left, that lifted the Eagles to a 22-21 win. That makes the Eagles 2-4-1 and amazingly puts them in first place of the NFC East. But the Giants' failure to seal a game the Eagles were trying to give them sums up the 2020 NFC East, and that is the honest truth. Because the NFC is the worst, because all 4 teams in that division are below 500. The New York Giants took a 21-10 lead into the fourth quarter after a few bizarre Eagles decisions. Philadelphia trailed 14-10 in the fourth quarter. Wentz's third and goal run was stopped at the 2-yard line. The Eagles went for it on fourth down. That decision wasn't bad. The play call was bad. Phenomenally bad, to say the least. The Eagles threw a fade to Hakeem Butler, who had not played a snap of offense this season before Thursday night and had never caught an NFL pass. And the pass was incomplete, and the Eagles turned it over on downs. The next drive, Doug Peterson wanted to challenge a play that resulted in a Giants first down inside the Eagles' 5-yard line. It seemed Sterling Shepard was down before the first down marker, but Peterson waited too long. The Giants ran a play, and even though Peterson threw the challenge flag, it was too late. Instead of 4th and 1, the Giants got a first down and ended up with a touchdown from Shepard. And that was one of the mistakes the Eagles made in the game last night. I think for sure he wins the challenge. Fox officiating expert Mike Perea said on the broadcast, but that's the determination. He's got to make quicker. Nobody is going to be looking at him. He has to throw it earlier. Big play because it would have won it. It would have won that challenge. That would be enough for most teams to claim a win. But the Giants made their own mistakes, to say the least, and they made way too many mistakes in the fourth quarter last night. The Eagles hit a long pass despite rarely having anything go on offense. John Hightower's long catch set up a Greg Ward touchdown. The Eagles didn't get the 2-point conversion, and the Giants led 21-16. The game should have been over on the next possession. Wayne Gallman ran well and picked up some first downs. Then on a third down, Jones threw a perfect pass to Evan Ingram. A catch would have sealed the game. Ingram dropped it. The Giants punted. Wentz put together another long drive going when it appeared the Eagles would be facing a 4th and goal in the final minute. The Giants got a big break with a face mask penalty on center Jason Kelce, but Wentz hit Boston Scott on the next play to take back the lead. The lead. Jones lost a fumble on a strip sack to end the Giants' last chance. New York got off to a brutal start this season. A win last week over the Washington football team at least got them a victory after an 0-5 start. When they led on Thursday night, it seemed like they might even have some life in the horrible NFC East, but that was not the case late in the fourth quarter because the Eagles came back and they beat the New York Giants 21-22. The 2020 Giants just aren't good enough to take a gift being given to them. And that is the honest truth. They just are not. And the NFC East is horrible right now. First quarter, we're going to recap this right now. First quarter, the Eagles scored their very first touchdown of the game, and it was a touchdown pass to Jason Elliott, and it was good. And it was Carson left tackle. Jason Elliott, and for a 1-yard touchdown. And the extra point by Jason Elliott was good. It was 7-0 Eagles. The Giants scored their first touchdown of the game. It was Daniel Jones pass deep right to, I think it was Gordon Tate, or Gavin Tate, excuse me, for 39 yards, for the 39-yard touchdown. And the extra point was good, and it was tied at 7. The Giants got within the Eagles got within as close as the Giants 31, because they had 13 plays at 83 yards, and it got as close as a 31-yard field goal, and it was a 31-yard field goal attempt, and it was 10-7 Eagles. The Giants scored their next touchdown of the game. It was Wayne Gallman up the middle for the 1-yard touchdown, and it was the extra point was good. It was 14-10 Giants, and it was it was 10-7 at the break. It was in the third quarter that happened, and in the fourth, and it was the third. The Eagles had a turnover on downs in the third, excuse me. And then in the fourth, the Giants scored their third touchdown of the game. And there's Daniel Jones pass short to Shepard. And there was a penalty on the New York Giants, and it was unnecessary roughness for a 1-yard penalty between downs. And a 2-point conversion attempt was not good. It failed, and it was 21. This was Wayne Gallman. I was looking at the wrong one. Excuse me. It was Daniel Jones to Shepard to for the 1-yard touchdown, for the 2-yard touchdown, and it was 21-10 in the fourth quarter. And then the Eagles scored their second touchdown of the game. Carson Wentz passed short to Gavin Ward for the 3-yard, or Garrett Ward, yeah, Gavin Ward for the 3-yard touchdown. But there's a penalty on the Giants. I think it was Mitch Harper for the unnecessary roughness, a 1-yard penalty between downs. And the Eagles did not get the 2-point conversion. They failed on it. It was 21-16. And the Eagles had the Giants, dropped a pass. And it was a, Evan Ingram dropped a pass that the Giants had to punt again, and then that's what got, and it got back to the Eagles, and then they scored their final touchdown, and because that blew the Giants' last chance, and it was Carson Wentz pass deep right to Boston Scott for the 18-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion attempt was, it failed. It was 21-22. And then they just took it in at the end of the fourth quarter, and that was it. The Giants, the Eagles win 21-22. And it's now, they go to 2-4-1. The Giants to 1-6 they fall to. Now it's time to give out some game balls. Carson Wentz, 25 of 43 carries and attempts, 359 yards he had, I believe. Check me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to look right now. It was 930 yards. Excuse me. I had a 359 yards. I'm just going to say that 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Boston Scott, 12 carries and attempts, 46 yards, and did not score a touchdown. And Richard Rodgers, 6 receptions, 85 yards, and he did not have a touchdown either. But those are the game balls. And we've got some great games coming up on Sunday. And so, and I'm going to let you know about those. That's the final on Thursday night. We've got some coming up on Sunday. The Carolina Panthers will take on the New Orleans Saints at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The Buffalo Bills will take on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium in New York. The Browns will take on the Bengals at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The Green Bay Packers will play the Houston Texans at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Washington to take on the Washington football team at FedEx Field in Washington. The Detroit Lions travel to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The Tennessee Titans take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is a made-up game that was postponed a few weeks ago, and that's at LP Field in Tennessee. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Kansas City Chiefs will face the Denver Broncos at Sports Authority Field in Denver. The Jacksonville Jaguars will face the LA Chargers at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, near LA. The 49ers travel to New England to take on the Patriots at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Sunday Night Football. The Seattle Seahawks will take on the Arizona Cardinals at University of Phoenix Stadium in Seattle. And Monday Night Football. The Chicago Bears travel to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, near LA to take on the LA Rams. And, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show. The Giants lose, blow a late fourth quarter lead and lose to the Philadelphia Eagles 22-21. I'll be back on Sunday with the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday early games, pregame show. We'll break down the Browns game and all that. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.